I want to talk
But this is
about.
what you
I
think.
want to talk about this Chiefs game. I'm not gonna lie. Call it Mahomes, call it luck. Chiefs had that shit. Um, they fucking dominated the time of possession. They got third and fourth downs galore. Pat Mahomes immediately throws an interception off the rip to start the game, pretty much. Colts go up quick, right? And the Chiefs are getting lucky with some penalties by the Colts being undisciplined on third down, face masked, unnecessary roughnesses. You know what I mean? It's shit like that, right? And then when they started to stop the run, what did we talk about last week, guys? We talked about if they stop the run of Jonathan Taylor, who has to show up? Daniel Jones. And in some crucial moments, he did not show up at all. So there was a couple times. I wrote it down. Third and 4. Josh Downs is wide open. And I mean wide open. Wide open. Misses him completely.
He's got notes.
Misses him completely. Now, okay, granted, I do have notes for like 3 other games here. So God forbid I take notes and analyze games. God forbid. It only sounds crazy because it's Daniel Jones. I'm not. You know what's funny? Let me finish. Let me finish what the fuck I have to say because I'm not even gonna hate on him. That's the funny part. You just assume I'm gonna hate because you know me and his history. Now let me fucking finish this shit. Let me finish this shit. Right? So third and fourth down, right? Jones misses them. They get a field goal. The field goals that the Colts were getting were keeping the Chiefs in the game. They were scoring, but you need to do more. You need to score touchdowns when you play the Chiefs. You cannot just kick fucking field goals. Unless your defense is really that fucking good and you're holding them to field goals all game, right? The Colts calls a fumble. Oh my gosh, Kareem Hunt. He fumbles the ball. Colts get the ball right back. They do nothing with it. Boom. Get the ball right back to the Chiefs.
You can't do that against the Chiefs.
You can't do that. You have to capitalize. They give it right back to the Chiefs, right? Face mask by the Colts. Gives them another 15 yards. Boom. And then I believe they score a touchdown off of that after that. And then fourth quarter, 7 minutes left. Jones misses Michael Pittman by like 2 yards. It's little shit like this, but this is how you beat the Chiefs. Little shit like this. It's little shit like this. Now, Daniel Jones, he played good. Played really good. Kept the ball safe. Didn't throw a pick. He didn't lose them the game. I'll tell you that much right now. He played really well. And he showed up. He gave the Colts every chance he had for them to win this game. And the defense of the Colts gave them every chance that they had to win them the game. It's the Chiefs. They're just clutch. When you have 33 first downs as a team, the Chiefs had 33 first downs in like 40 minutes of fucking time of possession. That's too much time for Patrick Mahomes. Too much time. Too much time. And, I mean, listen, guys. I would love to say that I was right, but Daniel Jones played well. He played really well. I didn't think he could do it. Was I hating? Yes. But he played well. He played really good. So I don't think Daniel Jones is really the issue, right? They could not run the ball to save their life. Jonathan Taylor couldn't get anything going. He had one gain of like 15, and then that was it. But Daniel Jones, he was that offense, really. The offense just really couldn't get anything moving in the second half. The defense stepped up, timely blitzes. Steve Spagnuolo does that shit so well. Blitzing when they fucking need it the most. Sending 7 when they need it. And they come up clutch. The defense knows what to do in these situations. They know how to get them in third and longs. And then Patrick Mahomes just waddling his way down the field like the penguin he does. and he just fucking gets a first down whenever he wants.
He's getting a little chubby. You notice that he's kind of
When you're the GOAT, you can do
he's kind of
whatever you want.
rumbling.
That's
Dad
what
bod.
Jess will say. When you're the GOAT, you can do whatever you want. You could get fucking fat. Who cares? You're still the GOAT. Piss
He's
missile,
got a
60
dad
yards down
bod.
the field. Doesn't matter. Okay? So, honestly, yeah, hats off to the Chiefs, but hats off to the Colts. They played really well. They just couldn't capitalize in the big moments when they really needed to because the Chiefs made them not capitalize. Well. Now, was that hate? Was that hate, Daniel? Was that hate?
No, it wasn't.
Thank you.
It wasn't.
Thank you.
It wasn't. It wasn't. I find it funny that you had timestamps of Daniel Jones misses pass. That's
Because I knew this was a big game, and I knew we would talk about it and analyze it a lot. So I had to be correct.
I'll say this about this game, right? To me, I think the Colts played well. I think they surprised a lot of people in this game. I think they didn't get too destroyed or too distraught in the first half.
This Giants game is terrible. So I'm watching highlights. I'm like, what the fuck am I?
We'll get there.
We'll talk about the Giants. Fucking dog shit.
We'll get there. We'll get there. My thing that I feel like what happened what went wrong with the Colts in this game was I feel like they got out-coached on both sides of the ball. Right? I feel like Andy Reid absolutely just had a masterclass of coaching against Shane Steichen. And Shane Steichen is not a bad coach. He's a really good coach. He finally has his quarterback now. But when push came to shove and you're playing Andy Reid and the Chiefs, you have to show some level of adjustments and some level of, when shit is hitting the fan, how can we push back or how can we find a way to kind of make a different adjustment and make a different way to get a pass completion or get that run game going or stop them on when Patrick Mahomes is running outside of the pocket for a first down or even stopping Kareem Hunt. It just seemed like they were way too confused. They didn't know whether they wanted to commit to a run defense or pass defense, if they wanted to run the ball more, pass the ball more. And eventually it got to the point where it's like Andy Reid got to do whatever he wanted offensively. He can call whatever play he wanted. He was getting a first down. And while he didn't get the big touchdown at the end of the game, he eventually got it when he needed it. He got his big plays when they needed it. Shane Steichen didn't do that in this game. In the second half, they were completely dead offensively. They couldn't get anything going, whether it was running the ball to Jonathan Taylor or finding completion for Daniel Jones. And you could have Daniel Jones get in a rhythm. 4 or 5 quick checkdowns, 4 or 5 quick, easy targets. And granted, it's Arrowhead, it's tough, but you could find different ways to get the balls to Josh Downs. Get them into Jonathan Taylor's hands. Give him a creative run. Maybe give him a halfback draw or, a stretch outside. There are different ways you could attack this Chief defense. And it was the same repeatedness of trying to shove the ball down the Chief's throat, and that didn't work. It doesn't work. And he kept trying to do that. So to me, it came down to coaching and experience. And clearly Shane Steichen hasn't been in a situation on the road in Arrowhead with that noise and that playoff atmosphere, and he wasn't ready for it. And I feel like he wasn't ready for it. The coordinators weren't ready for it. Daniel Jones wasn't ready for it. And I think we could harp on Jonathan Taylor not running the ball well. We could harp on Daniel Jones not passing well. But to me, it comes down to getting your guys ready for that and being able to adjust on the fly and after halftime. Because after halftime, this Colts team was dead. They had no adjustments that were made. None. It was the same thing repeat. 3 and out, quick out. Even when they got the fumble recovery, they still sputtered offensively. That to me comes down to coaching. At the end of the day, we could harp on players and star players and they have to play well. They have to play well. He has to play well. The coaches have to coach well. And if your coach is not coaching well, and we've seen it with Andy Reid before, he could coach a team to a Super Bowl very easily. Shane Steichen's got to prove that he could do that. And I feel like this is where experience matters. Andy Reid knew exactly what to do in the second half of this game. Shane Steichen didn't. And that to me is what led to the Colts losing and the Chiefs winning. Andy Reid knew exactly how many yards he needed to get, what play to get Pat Mahomes, and where Pat Mahomes needed to throw the ball to, and who he needed to throw the ball to. He created routes for Xavier Worthy. He created routes for Rashid Rice, and he allowed Kareem Hunt to run the ball more. He knew exactly what to do. And Steve Spagnuolo did exactly what he needed to do defensively. He put pressure on Daniel Jones. He forced him to throw the ball deep, and he couldn't do it. If you can't make that adjustment as a coordinator and as a head coach, you're never beating the Chiefs in the Arrowhead. You're just not. So could the Colts have played better? Absolutely. If they play this game again, could it be a different result? Absolutely. But the Colts, the one benefit I could see from them, that I could see from this for them, is that they could learn from this. Steve Steichen can become a better head coach from this. He can learn how to adjust on the fly and playoff intensity on the road. And Daniel Jones can know what to do with the ball now under pressure. They know when John Taylor doesn't have the ball where they can go to. They know in overtime to, not receive the ball for the first possession. Actually. And he knows when to go in on fourth and down, when to go for it on fourth down, when not to. So there are learning chances here for Shane Steichen and the Colts. But the experience won out today. And in that fourth quarter, it was whatever Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid wanted to do with the ball. That was it. And that comes down to coaching.
I agree. A lot of it was definitely coaching.
That's some, it's hard to, coach a team when you got this motherfucker, light skinned Brady, doing some fucking bullshit on the sidelines. I'm gonna just say it. Patrick Mahomes was doing some dummy shit. Like, call it luck, call it Mahomie. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you call it.
Okay.
The Chiefs, Chiefs are very lucky they skimmed by this game. I'm gonna keep it a stack.
Look, they did. Obviously, I feel like they obviously just didn't take the game because it had to go into overtime.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to fight for the game. So it says both things about them, that they're still the Chiefs, they're still finding a way to win, but also considering even everything Daniel said, you had to fight to win this game at home, overtime at home. So it's like they still have a lot of issues they need to work through. That they still have their own challenge. Like, cause they should have won the game, but I don't know, was it necessary to go into overtime? Like, you probably could have played way better than that.
Right.
So I feel like that's the only real criticism that I could take away. Is that they were clearly like it wasn't just you could tell by the end of the game they were very relieved that they won, and then I can see in the press conference it's like just relief that oh shit, we pulled that shit off. Mm-hmm. And you get that relief because somewhere in the game you realize that, I could actually lose this game if we don't start Mahomieing. Mm-hmm. We're gonna let the Colts, and then we are seriously just in the hunt of the playoffs. So I feel like they need to. Who are they playing next week?
Dallas on Thanksgiving.
So I was thinking about that. God, I don't want to see them on Thanksgiving. Aren't they also playing on Christmas?
Probably.
Question mark? Yes.
Are they? They might be.
Let's play a game. What is their schedule?
What is their schedule? Whoa, absolutely not.
They play the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Then they play the Texans on Sunday Night
Football. They do
Football.
play on Christmas. They play the Broncos. Yay.
The Broncos on Christmas. Why
are they giving them both fucking holiday teams? Why?
Because it's fucking Patrick Mahomes, bro. He's the GOAT,
Are they in
He's
Denver for the Broncos?
Huh?
No.
They're in Arrowhead.
No.
Oh, God. Then they're going to win that game. We're going to watch. That's going to be their Christmas gift to everyone. We're going to win. Yeah, I get it. It's the Broncos, but the Broncos ain't going to be able to pull that off either.
What day?
It depends on how they've been going into that game.
The Thursday. Might be working that day.
Yeah. This was a tough game for the Colts, man, because I said it. The Chiefs do a really good job at shutting down what you do fucking best. And I get it. Colts fans will fucking glaze Daniel Jones to the day he dies and say he's the engine of the team. But when push came to shove, when they shut down Jonathan Taylor, what the fuck happened? Offense got a little stagnant.
I feel
Saying.
like with better coaching,
They could have
in
gotten
a
out of
better
that.
situation, and under better experience, they find a way to get a first down here and there. They find a way to keep the offense, if not scoring, at least moving.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Daniel Jones needs to score in every possession,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to find ways to find first downs and get the ball into his hands more often. Find ways to get to Jonathan Taylor's hands more often. Be a bit more creative. I didn't see that today from them.
And you know what that does if they are a bit more creative and find ways to creatively get first downs? It gives their defensive time to breathe. When you possess the ball only for a minute on offense, your defense gets what, like 3 minutes to fucking and then right back on the field, time to fucking chase around Patrick Mahomes for fucking 15 plays. Oh, fucking Patrick Mahomes escapes the pocket again. Oh, now I gotta fucking run around for this fucking Rashee Rice guy for 7 seconds. I can't guard for 7 seconds. Oh, they get pressure, but Patrick Mahomes ain't down yet. Oh, he looks fucking downfield. Oh, 40 yards. Oh, they can't get me. Ha ha ha. I've had time on the sideline. You know what I mean? Like, it's just...
He's the gingerbread man who just gets away.
And it's way more... It's way less consuming on your energy to play offense than playing defense. When you're playing defense, your energy gets zapped. When you're playing offense, you get a little adrenaline. Like, ooh, yeah, let's score on these motherfuckers. But being like, fuck, I gotta chase this motherfucker around again. Fuck. All right, I know I'm in peak top shape, but I'm tired.
That's why they didn't have balance, because
They didn't.
you saw that they were, in the beginning, the first half, they were, they were up.
They were cooking.
But they couldn't stay up. So at some point, the offense, their adrenaline dipped.
Son, 42
They came
minutes
out
of possession, bro.
flat and they couldn't adjust to it. I think Andy Reid made halftime adjustments real quick, and Steve Steichen just couldn't. That's where the game was lost. And I'll stick by that.
Yeah, I agree.
What's funny? You know what's funny?
Yeah, so they're going to beat Dallas. You think they'll beat Dallas? I think they'll beat Dallas.
Yeah.